5 reasons why your guitar playing is in a rut. Well, firstly, welcome to this online video. In this video, it's just going to be audio format, but you're welcome to listen to it all the way. I've created this little audio article or audio document in order to help guitarists across the world improve their playing. So in this subject, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why your guitar playing is in a rut. Now, the thing is, you have to remember that the reason you are struggling with your guitar playing is simply because you are not using the right methods. It's not because your guitar playing is bad, it's not because you're not talented, and it's also not because you're not trying hard enough. Just by the mere fact that you're listening to this audio proves to me that you are either interested in my music or what I do, or you're interested in actually improving your guitar playing. So it's not your fault. That's the first thing to remember. Anything that's difficult for you today will become easy tomorrow. Okay, so let's get straight away to the reasons. The first reason is because you're not learning with a consistent strategy. And I know I'm using the word strategy there. That sounds like a very formalized word, but it simply means that you're not following a plan. You're not working with a consistent method to get from point A to point B. You're probably going online, learning a few licks there, learning a few chords there, learning a few things there. The problem with that method is that it's difficult to really truly make any good progress. You need to have a set strategy, a plan to get from point A to point B to point C to point D, etc. The first thing I must let you know is that guitar is it's infinite, but it's also not infinite. Once you've memorized all the pentatonic, minor pentatonic scales through all 5 positions, you know them. So there is not an end, but there is a climax point of learning, and by following strategies you will actually be able to master your instrument or get to really know your instrument. So that's the first thing that you're doing wrong. You're not following a consistent strategy. You're simply hopping from one video to the next, trying to pick up a few tips. Now, there's nothing wrong with that as long as your primary source of learning is from a strategy. Okay. Reason number 2 is the fact that you're speaking the wrong words. You're speaking the wrong words over your guitar future and over your entire future. Now, it's so difficult to speak the right words because in society in which we live in, most of us has been conditioned with negative speaking. Now, certain neurophysiologists or the doctors who deal with the brain has made a discovery that all of our commands come from the top center of our brain where our speech area lies. Now, by using your voice, you can command your life. So if you're saying I'm healthy, you will be healthy. If you're saying I'm fit, you will be fit. That's not to say that you don't need to work. You do need to work, and you do need to put in effort, and to be healthy you need to follow healthy ways of living. I'm not suggesting that it's just a mere positive speaking situation. It's not what I'm trying to say. But what I am saying basically is that you've probably said the following words: I'm not as talented as that guy. Or maybe you've said, I'll never be as good as X. Or maybe you've said things like, I will never get this down. Now, that's exactly the kind of words that you should never speak. You should always speak, I am able, I am great, I'm going to become a top guitarist, I'm going to become the best that I can be, I've got infinite potential, I've got genius-like potential within myself. If you speak the right words, your entire situation going forward will change. Okay, let's get to reason number 3. You're basically believing myths about your guitar playing. There are a number of myths out there. Some of the myths out there is that myths like you're not talented, or a myth like certain people are more talented than other people. Okay, well, there are certain truths to the matter of talent. There are certain players that might be more talented than other players, but trust me, my friends, it's all got to do with the work you put in at the end of the day. the guys who play very, very, very well, virtuoso guitar and fast solos, and can blaze through the instrument from point A to point B through the whole neck, those people have practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. And a lot of them will not tell you that, because they want you to look at them in amazement. They're looking for that sort of attention. So a lot of people say, I'm just great. But let me tell you the truth. It's all practice, it's all hard work. We all, or most of us, have the natural ability to play well. So don't believe myths about your guitar playing, even myths such as, I'm too old to play well. That's another myth. That's not true. Another myth that you can hear is, I've started too late, I can never become a great player. All of those things are just the same as the previous one, speaking negative, and it's just not true. So don't believe myths about your guitar playing. Now, I'm not saying that you should believe the impossible. I'm not saying that you should be unrealistic as well. You should be realistic about what you can do, but if you can adjust your realism, you could get to step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and eventually you can climb out Mount Everest, or at least the Mount Everest of guitar playing. Okay, let's get to reason number 4. So the fourth reason is because you're trying to run before you can walk. There's an old saying that says Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so I believe in running before you can walk some of the times. So sometimes you should play faster than you can. Sometimes you should try to play a piece that's more difficult than what you can currently handle. And sometimes you should push things further than you can usually do them. But I wouldn't suggest that sort of strategy at all times, because you will probably get frustrated. Now, there are certain cases where it's an exception, where I would say people should really push themselves. But it's important to remember that you need to be able to walk before you can run. Even as a child, you first learn to walk, or you first learn to crawl, then you stood up slowly, fell a couple of times, and finally you could walk after a little while. So it's the same kind of thing here. You've got to walk and then you can run. So take your time. Remember, like we said, Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't play guitar for a single day. Guitar's for a lifetime. It's forever. So take your time and learn concepts properly. Move from one thing to the other. Now, the fifth reason is because you're trying to learn the guitar all by yourself, or your training sucks. Basically, there's two options here. Either you're trying to learn everything by yourself and you don't want to get a teacher, you don't want to learn from someone, you just want to be what they call self-taught. Now, to be self-taught can be very limiting in certain aspects, because there are certain things that you cannot do by yourself, or you can only learn by yourself through years of failure. So having a good guitar mentor or a good guitar coach is actually essential. Perhaps you're taking guitar lessons at the moment. There's absolutely nothing wrong with changing your teacher if the lessons are not to the proficiency that they should be. It's very important, because let me tell you something here, my friends. Today I want to tell you a big secret. The moment I started to study when I was younger with great guitarists was the moment my playing started to go to the top. If you want to take your playing to the next level, you've got to get a good guitar tutor. Either you can get a local teacher, or you can take a look at my online course. I'm offering some online lessons at the Internet Guitar Academy, internetguitaracademy.com, and I am currently offering a month trial where you can try my lessons out for yourself to see. I will not have that on for long. Once I've got a number of students on there, I will definitely take the trial off. So the first few who get that, that's an advantage. So do hurry on those, because there's a very limited amount of them available. But don't try to learn it all by yourself, or get good training, because training will eventually make you the guitarist that you always hope to become. Thank you very much for listening to this short little web article. I appreciate the fact that you took the time to listen today, and I just wanted to encourage you and tell you that you are great. You can become a great guitarist. You just got to take the time to believe in yourself. And in my opinion, it's very important to get some good training. Have a nice day. Goodbye.